New Xbox hardware, a massive new Xbox deal, and much more in today's video. What is happening, guys? Dealer here, back again with yet another video talking about all the latest information, all the newest tidbits in gaming. Microsoft have a lot in plan for their fans in the year 2022 and beyond. And yes, we've said these things before, but this time it's true, I promise. Jokes aside, Starfield is set to kick off some of the best times in gaming, well, for Microsoft in quite some time. 2023 looking even better, and hopefully the same for 2024. In the meantime, we have information on potential new mega deals for the brand, as well as iterative new hardware. As always, if you end up enjoying this video, maybe hit the like button, tell a buddy or two about the channel, and of course, become a patron today. Channel members, patrons, we're doing game giveaways and more. Those links down below. Now today we got a lot of topics in store, but I want to start with something we're all familiar with. Halo Infinite, its new update, and what you can expect from Microsoft. Microsoft have a long-standing history with a lot of different external teams that help build onto this very solid platform that is Halo Infinite. Well, going forward, they want to add new modes and, of course, increase its development force to make it more of a sustainable platform. Here's the latest from Windows Central's Jez Corden.
They are working on some sort of Battle Royale-ish kind of mode for Halo Infinite, codenamed Tatanka, according to my information at least. So I think this is them basically confirming that information, and hopefully certain affinity on board will see the pace of updates increase and hopefully meet people's expectations.
Yeah, it's a weird situation right now when you look at Halo Infinite and the community's response to the launch. And it will be nice if they can get people in place, even if it isn't 343 exclusively, to make sure that fans and players have consistent stuff to look forward to. Certain Affinity has been kept very busy by Microsoft. It's rumored that they could potentially be working on Perfect Dark. We also talked about the Project Suerte codename, which is that team developing a Monster Hunter-like for Xbox as well.
Lots of really cool things in store for Xbox fans, and Jez Corden even speculates that it might even be inevitable that Microsoft purchase Certain Affinity as well. Yet another studio in the armada of 574,842 studios that they have or will acquire eventually. Shout out to Miles Dompierre and Jez Corden. Check out that link down below for the source to all of this information. Also, shout out to Bugsnax, finally hitting Game Pass on the 28th Kill Me. You know, I want to cover this new Xbox hardware and what it means for consumers, but we've got to cover one of the biggest third-party deals that Xbox could potentially be working on. This comes to us thanks to Jeff Grubb from the Grubb Snack Show, and according to him, Hideo Kojima is working with Xbox. This is something that I personally reported on quite some time ago. This is what Jeff had to say. When talking about speculation of Kojima Productions being acquired by Sony, Jeff Grubb said, well, as far as he had known, as of a couple weeks ago, Kojima and Xbox still had a deal. This means that the Hideo Kojima could be working on some kind of exclusive product, some kind of game for the Xbox platform. If true, would be kind of a bombshell, a mega deal, if you will, though in my personal opinion, I wouldn't give the guy 5 cents to work on anything for Xbox. There are still a ton of fans of Kojima out there that might want something that he has in store. Let me know if you're one of them. Let me know if you liked the Metal Gear Solid franchise, or maybe you liked Death Stranding.
Yeah. Hey, Magic Baby, are you there? Yeah. Are you there?
Where do you want, bitch?
Where to go?
Xbox hardware revisions. Many times it is to reduce pricing, sometimes it's even to increase performance, but it's always an option. Something a lot of people forget. Yes, Microsoft are continuing to iterate on the newest Xbox hardware, and don't panic, it's really just to save them some money, which in turn is most likely going to save you some money. GameSpot.com. New Xbox Series X chip reportedly in development, but don't worry, it won't have better performance. Microsoft are reportedly working on a smaller, more power-efficient chip that is to replace the current APU in the current Xbox Series X. Expect revisions for the PS5 and Series S as well. This is common sense at this point, and companies do this to shrink the die size of their chip, which in turn uses less silicon, which in turn uses less power, which in turn can shrink your power supply and every single other component in the box, which in turn means you spend a lot less money building it, which in turn makes me say which in turn way too many times. You get the point. It's going to be cheaper if you decide to buy 1, 2, 50 of them, whatever. This is good because right now we are going through a global chip shortage and will, for the next year or so, most likely in some form have a global chip shortage. If they can shrink the chip size, they can generally raise the clock speeds of these chips or maintain them more reliably, which is especially important for something like the PS5. Now, this is not only common sense, of course they're going to make a slim version of a console at some point. It happens pretty much every single generation, sometimes more than once. But it is also being reported by a handful of reliable outlets as well. I will link this article down below and we'll just call it the common sense article. Yes, there will be a Xbox Series X Slim at some point. Will it have a disk drive or not? Who knows? Personally, I use that 4K Blu-ray player in the Xbox Series X. The higher bitrate of physical media over something like streaming is going to benefit something like, my 77-inch CX. Let me know if you still buy physical 4K Blu-rays or if you are more of a streamer down below. Now, a lot of people think that this kind of chipset would be used for something like an Xbox Series X Pro, right? Something with more power or something like the Xbox One X of 2017. Personally, I don't think they're going to go this route this generation. I think they've come out with a development kit that encompasses both systems from day one, something they did not have in 2013. They ended up releasing a more powerful SKU several years later. Some developers had the Xbox One X development kit, others did not. The system was really fully never pushed because most developers never had the development kit. This generation, they've started off with 2 consoles from day one. Everybody that makes an Xbox Series X game also makes a Series S game because the development kits are one and the same, and you have that cohesion there. For them to bring out an Xbox Series X Pro, which would encompass an all-new chipset and an all-new development kit, would really break up that cohesion, something I don't think Microsoft want. But let me know if you think they will release some kind of more powerful Xbox Series X down the line. Anyways, I'd love to know your thoughts on all of these different topics. Halo expanding, Microsoft potentially buying certain Affinity, as well as Bugsnax coming to Game Pass. I know you all can't wait to play it, don't lie. Trust me, I know which one of y'all's lying. Also, Hideo Kojima working on an Xbox title. What could it be? Is it an existing IP or something brand new? And when it comes to the new Xbox, what price do you think a new and improved, slimmer Xbox Series X, what price would that come in at? Personally, I think 400 is the magic number for something this powerful with this many future-proof features that we have yet to even see in games. Microsoft, it's about time we see some of these in games. That'd be mighty. That'd be really cool if you guys did that almost a year and a half in. That'd be nice to see that stuff. Just saying. Again, doing giveaways again on Patreon. We found a way to get around the Patreon. Patreon don't like those giveaways and whatnot. I'm trying to give you guys some games for supporting the channel. So if you haven't, become a patron today. I'm also giving them away to channel members. Hit that join button today. I'll see you guys on RDX Podcast every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And of course, I try to upload 1 to 2 videos a week here. Lately, I've been playing a ton of games. Follow me on Xbox at ii_dealer_ii, and of course Twitter at dealer_gaming. I will see you in the next one.